There we go. There we go. Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. We're getting started. Just right after 9 o'clock on the dot Pacific Standard Time. Not quite exactly on it, but pretty close. Pretty close. So if you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome. And I don't know why I'm looking up, but the camera that has no battery in it, just habit, 11 months. Here we are over here. There we go. Still on the laptop camera right now. And but breaking news, it might have, for some reason, the battery in the GoPro, even though I plugged it into the laptop for power and stuff, um, would not come out. And so when I forced it out, it ripped off the casing of the battery. So anyways, I got it out. I got the full battery out with the pliers, ordered a new one, and should arrive here on Monday. So might have Friday and Monday. Do we have a live stream Monday? Yeah, probably. So Friday and Monday live stream, probably without the regular GoPro camera, and then we'll see on Tuesday if it works out. If it was only the battery situation and we have a new battery, then it should be back on as normal. But until then, we'll be on the laptop. And then plan B is, I don't want to, but I guess I'll set up the nicer Sony camera. It would just be a weird angle. It wouldn't be like head on angle. So that's the only thing. Unless I don't know, maybe I could shift things around, but the GoPro is just the easiest because it sits right on top of the monitor. Anyways, if you're returning, awesome, even better. Welcome back. Javier, good morning. Welcome. Yep. Market K snipers. Yeah, I was trying to get in at the last second. Javier, PayPal hire. Yep, you know it. Here, let's get this all situated over here. Shooter, by the way, longtime market sniper. What's up? Welcome back. Jonathan, good morning. So yeah, we'll cover PayPal. It's making its move. I've been pointing it out. It took a long time at the very bottom. It went through a bottoming phase forever. I was talking about PayPal in the Discord back in 2022. Talked about there's bullish divergence. There could be additional bullish divergence. It could go through a long bottoming phase, like one plus years, and of the bear market, and it lasted a lot longer than I thought. Honestly, like it lasted. I said it could last like a year, and it lasted a lot longer than that. So, but here we are. Not only did it have a buy signal on the daily chart, I had a buy signal on the weekly chart, had a buy signal on the 2-week chart. So it's getting better and better and better and better. And there are a lot of targets to the upside. And one of them is about to get filled, possibly fill the gap at $72 on PayPal. So we're going to get into all that today. But first, half of the live stream will cover Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin daily chart. Then we'll cover the altcoins, and then the indices like the NASDAQ, SP 500, probably the Magnificent 7. Keep an eye on that. And then anything else that catches our eye, like stocks or crypto assets. And then, of course, if you're the second half of the live stream, if you want me to chart your requests, I keep looking up at the stupid camera that has no battery in it. Buy now. Oh, that's spam. See, delete comment. Ban and delete their comment. Okay, if you spam, that's the first spam I've seen on the live stream. Wow, crazy. That was first one in 11 months. Never seen it. Never seen the spam on the live stream comments before, but I just banned them and their comments were removed. So this is not the place to spam. Hello. Havid? Is that right? Sepper? That sounds familiar. Havid Sepper. What is this? Ulas? I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. Obviously, if I'm not, correct me in the pronunciations. It's not my strong suit. So there we go. All right, let's jump into it. Enough razzle dazzle. Enough. What's going on outside? Not much. So daily chart is still currently bearish. Still trying to battle to get back above the trending dots. Right? Javid, J, Javid. Not sure if I'm saying that. Javid starting with J. Yeah. I didn't know if it was silent or not. Obviously not. So Javid. Okay, so it's easier than I imagined. So awesome. I think it's Javid, right? Okay. Again, we're not. There we are. I don't know which camera I'm looking at. The one that's not working or the one that's working. All right, so let's just get into it without further delays. So price is trying to get back above the trending dots. Still currently bearish as of right now. There was an RSI buy signal on the daily chart. So we don't know if it's going to get sold off or not. What's the MACD doing? MACD is still below the zero line. MACD still has not crossed over. Still no buy signal. So it'd be caution. It'd be caution right now. Even if it starts flashing a buy signal, still be caution probably. And if it does flip the resistance, it came up and hit key target 4 perfectly on the retracement at about 62,500. The CME gap was filled at 62,500 on the futures chart. And until it flips, even if there's a buy signal, it would be a caution all the way until price flips the resistance into support at that 62,500. And of course, still would have to be cautiously optimistic until you start getting candle closes back above 68,000. 250-ish. And then, of course, still not out of the woods until you start getting candle closes all the way back above 73,100. So if the bottom is in, there is still a lot of work to do. So right now it's very cautious because A, daily chart is still bearish. B, the weekly chart is still bearish and below the trending dots. So caution. What else? 2-week chart had that RSI sell signal, not seen since April 2021. Doesn't mean it couldn't catch a bounce like 2021. And it was a massive bounce, but there was an RSI sell signal not seen since April 2021. The last buy signal was February 2023. So it is lagging compared to what we do on the swing trading, because in the swing trading, I was already in at the first week of January at 16,800. So I was in quite a bit before the RSI buy signal over here in February. I was in back over here. Wow, that was so low. Yep. There we go. Oh, wrong camera. Hold on. There you go. Cool. Stock or crypto? Let me know what the ticker symbol is. Thoughts on reviewing on daily. Okay, you got it. So Bitcoin is highly cautious, right? Even if there's a buy signal on the daily chart, even the 2-week chart is below the trending dots. Was below it over here after the RSI sell signal for multiple 2-week candles before the rally. So we'll see. Caesar, good afternoon. Welcome back. Good afternoon. Lawrence, welcome back. Hello. Man, if your motorcycle got stolen and that's the picture of your motorcycle, I would, after a certain period of time, I would have to change it, because I was just constant reminder of oh, that sucks. Constant reminder of suck, right? Unless it's a motivation to save up and buy a new one. But uh man, I would be heartbroken if I loved my motorcycle that much where I have a picture of it and then it gets stolen and then you still have a picture of it. Just a constant reminder. Brutal. Brutal, Lawrence. Brutal. I can feel your pain. I can feel your pain. I've only had bicycles stolen when I was a kid, but I never had I never had a motorcycle stolen. I never owned a motorcycle. I'm shorting Solana. What's your thoughts? I don't give financial advice. We could look at the charts though. Owl Arts Tattoo. The only thing is, like, were you shorting at the top? Because just feels like a big after a big correction, you're shorting. Now. We can look at it. We can talk about it. We're gonna look at it anyways, but we can talk about it. So this is Bitcoin. 2-week chart is below the trailing dots. What's the 3-week chart doing? I don't know. Also has a pending RSI sell signal on the 3-week chart. There was a pending sell signal on April 2021, 3-week chart. Of course, then you saw it rally, right? So we don't know if it will or not. But pending breaking news, pending RSI sell signal on the 3-week chart, not seen since May of 2021, right? So we'll see. We'll see. What's MACD doing on the 3-week chart? Hooking. Even when it crossed over, again, there was still that massive bounce to the upside. So there is that possibility. But RSI relative strength is leaving the 2-week chart. Relative strength is leaving the 3-week chart. What's the monthly chart doing? Yes, I sold at 160. Monthly chart came back to the trending dots. We talked about that back here when there was a reversal candle. Price came back to the trending dots. If the trending dots do not hold, price will come back down to the 200-week moving average, most likely, right? And I put out several charts. There we go. Looking at the GoPro. I probably should just remove the GoPro. Which Discord member, if you don't mind saying, which Discord member? Curious. What else? And awesome. Welcome. And maybe you've been in there for a while. I can't remember everybody's Twitter name, Discord name, email, Stripe account. I can't remember all that. YouTube. Everyone's got a different name for everything. So, and I'm not saying I'm going to remember, but if you've been there a long time, I probably know your Discord name, and then that'd be cool to know on your Twitter as well. So reverse candle, price came back down the trending dots. Reversal candle, price came back down to the trending dots. If we get an RSI sell signal, oh, it just got in this week. Oh, hey, welcome. Welcome. How long have you been following me on Twitter? Or did you find me on, where did you find me? YouTube or Twitter? Just curious. At Rodriguez 21. Okay. RSI sell signal back here, May 2021. We do not have an RSI sell signal or pending RSI sell signal on the monthly chart yet. It's interesting that the sharpshooter RSI 2.0 is picking up bearish divergence, followed by a reversal candle. Doesn't seem great. Doesn't look great, right? It does not look great. Oh, yeah. Salamandrin. Awesome. Yep. Cool. Yep. So a lot of people in the Discord found me because of Salamandrin. So shout out to Salamandrin. Speaking of, he's probably doing a live stream right now. No, he's not. He's not. Sometimes he's doing. I don't know what days he's doing it, but the live stream over here. If I'm at 300, he's probably at 3,000. He just has a lot more followers than I do. But there we are. Let's see where we at. Let's go over here. Let's warm up the trigger finger on the mouse, smash that like button, hit the repost button, and then even come over here and do a quick comment. Whatever it is. There we go. We'll just do that. 5 seconds flat, right? That's all it takes, 5 seconds. So that's what we're help me. Well, there you go. Stupid camera. It's up there. I should just take the camera down. Or just wait till Tuesday, right? Help me, help you, help me with the algorithms. I'd appreciate it. And there we go. 4 likes today. Ouch. I don't have to tell the YouTubers because YouTubers are very good at smashing the like button over there still. So I appreciate that. But there we go. What else? What else? What else? What else? Ooh. The year is 20. Now we're getting sidetracked because we usually don't talk about this stuff, but the year is 2028. And the US debt clock is officially broken, right? Ugh. Oh my God. It's just, I don't even like staring at this because it's just gross. Nice, RB. Nice. RB. Thank you. I appreciate that. RB, usually on the replay crew on YouTube. Here today, live, headed to Twitter, special like there. Yeah, help the Twitter X people over there by smashing the like button. I appreciate it. Thanks, RB. Thank you. Appreciate it. The US debt clock. So if you use the time machine right up here in the right hand corner, I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of it's really bright and white. So, but if you hit, you can go backwards in time or you can go forward in time. So I went 4 years in advance, and it says the estimate of the U.S. national debt is $47 trillion. 147.71% U.S. federal debt to GDP ratio. 40. This is not a laughing matter. 48.5 million people living in poverty out of 350 million, right? 350. What's the percentage of that? I don't even know. I'm not doing math today. Let's do calculator. I don't even know if you can see this on the screen. Nope. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, so I get the calculator up. Whoo. What is that? 350 million. 14%, almost, if you round it up, almost 14% are living in poverty. Ay, ay, ay. Actual unemployed would be 14.5 million. So you have over here, I don't know if you can see my cursor, but official unemployed, 11 million. Actual unemployed, 14.5 million. And then the average savings per family, $1,959. Oof. If anything goes wrong, there's not much there. Personal debt per, I don't know, per holder. Ay, ay, ay. Student loan debt, 39,000. Credit card debt. Ay. Brutal. So if the average savings per family is 1959 and then the credit card debt is 8,300. Wow. Okay. Let's get off of that. That's gross. We don't want all right. So let's get back on it. Let's get back in the charts, Jesse. Come on. Come on, Jesse. I'm here for the charts. Tell us what the charts are doing. Okay. Calm down. Let's get back on the daily chart. 4-hour chart. We got some drawings over here on the 4-hour chart. There was a buy signal on the 4-hour chart. We were wondering over here after the sell signal if this line would hold. It has so far. Could be a retracement. Could put in a possible lower high. Would be interesting if would be interesting just for fun. Calm down. What am I doing? Right? There we go. Just for fun. If that was a Head and Shoulders, We don't know if it's going to be or not, but if it retraced back up from this move, these are real low time frames, by the way. And there was just a buy signal, and it was just back above the trending dots, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right. But that would be pretty interesting if it retraced back up, created this head and shoulders, right? Head and shoulders, and then broke down from there. Ooh wee. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know if that's gonna happen or not, but just playing around. So it is currently bullish on the 4-hour chart. There was a buy signal, kind of broke back down, and then got bought back right back up as a possible fake out, 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 fake out. Will it put in a lower high and then come back down after that? So possible, possible. That's about it on Bitcoin. Not much else to report. We did the higher time frames, the lower time frames, the daily chart, everything in between. Let's get back on the daily chart and just kind of take a look at Ethereum with a blank slate. RSI has a buy signal. Price is currently back above the trending dots. There was that reverse candle, so we'll see if it finds support here at the 200-week moving average. Came all the way back down, retested it. See if it'll come up and at least retrace back up into the $3,000 area, similar to Bitcoin, because the CME futures gap is at $3,000 on Ethereum. So I could definitely see it come back up and retrace there and fill that gap. Not only that, a little sip of water. Not only fill that gap, but come back up into a key retracement target up here on Ethereum. So that's Ethereum. What do I have on here? Nothing. Nothing. Right? Solana. I don't. Okay. So what'd you say? I'm shorting Solana. Where did you short it from? I sold at 160. Oh, so you shorted it at 160, right? Is that what you're saying? You took a short at 160, whether there or over here. Let me know. But it's currently bearish right now. Just make sure you have a plan in place before you ever take a trade, which includes your stop loss, which includes your take profit, where you're wrong, when to pull the parachute, all that stuff mapped out in advance. Because I don't give financial advice and I don't do copy trading, but you'd want to have a plan laid out in advance and based off of what time frame are you looking at, all that stuff. Because the daily chart versus the 4-hour chart is completely different. If you took, for example, if you took a sell, I don't know, 160 over here, like you took a short at 160 and it came all the way down. It's like, at what point, of this retracement are you locking in profits or not? Because it's possible double bottom, could be starting to flip back around, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know enough details. Yep, my plans to off at 125-ish. Yeah, I'm not sure, but what time frame were you looking at? What time frame were you trading Solana on? That might help us, but let's keep going. And then if you let me know, I'll circle back over there because usually we do that in the second half of the live stream anyways. Sand, similar thoughts, still bearish right now, daily. Okay. We'll come back to it. We'll circle back. Similar thoughts over here, right? So on near over here, let's see. Oh, I already have a trend line out. Well below the downward trend line. Still currently bearish right now. Filecoin, same, right? same. Mana, same. They all look the same, right? There's RSI buy signal, price trying to get back above the turning dots. Algo, ADA. Why do they all look the same all the time, right? Or very, 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 very similar, right? Dot. AVAX, Chainlink, pending MACD bullish crossover, RSI buy signal. So could be catching a bounce on some of these or a retracement up here, similar to Bitcoin, where it comes up and hits 4 out of 4 targets to the upside on some of these. So we'll see what happens. FET. Oh, Rari. And then let's switch over to Magnificent Seven. So yeah, we're not spending too much time on it just because it looks a lot, looks very, very similar to all the other ones, and we've been covering it every day anyways. Breaking news: Nasdaq had a buy signal yesterday. Breaking news: RSI had a buy signal on Tuesday, right? Closed back above the trending dots over here. So we talked about this. This is not new. This is not news or new. We talked about even back over here on the wick that, hey, there's some profit taking on that short. Could be expecting a bounce. We talked about it. We covered it. Was breaking back above the downward trend line, back above the trending dots, RSI buy signal, hit target 2, target 3, target 4, and then I put on a fifth target as well. So is it just going to be a retracement? Is it just going to put in a lower high over here somewhere, right? Or will it flip through target 4 and flip that resistance into support and then take off to the upside like that with an arrow up? Or will it just bounce similar to Bitcoin and then we'll see what happens? And if it starts to break down or not, we don't know. We don't have a magic crystal ball, but it would be something like that, right? It would be something like that. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. The daily chart did have a buy signal. Daily chart is pumping for now, but it might just be a low. It's possible lower high gets put in because we even talked about that on the weekly chart. It is bullish on the weekly chart still, but it could be putting in a lower high on the weekly chart. Any weekly close below 20,600 would be that lower high. Could also put in a double top. So it is possible. I think it's a lower probability that we go and make a new all-time high. But it is possible, right? It is possible. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. If it is a lower high, I'll probably strongly consider shorting it at that point. I did not short this first one, even though there's bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle, lower high, because the overall lower high, like a weekly chart lower high, and it started to break back down, is a really high, not really high, a lot higher probability. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, for educational purposes only, and hopefully you find some entertainment along the way, like me mispronouncing your names and stuff like that. SP 500, similar thoughts, right? Bearish divergence, reversal candle, came all the way down, expecting a bounce, We expected it. We are not taken by surprise. Dollar is still bearish. NVIDIA, what's going on in NVIDIA? NVIDIA catching a bounce, right? Bearish divergence. Is that a lower high? Seems like it. Took out this pivot over here for a lower low. So you got another lower low, fill this gap. Now will it put in a lower high over here? We don't know. Another one. It's possible. Will it put in another one? Filled this gap over here. Gap has been filled. Gap filled. Nice to see NVIDIA and these Magnificent Seven stocks filling gaps over here and behaving. Gap fill, gap open at $69. When that gets filled, we don't know. Huge gap at $30. When it gets filled, we don't know. We don't have a magic crystal ball, but there it is. Weekly chart, Still currently bullish on the weekly chart. So we'll see. We will see what happens. Gap fill for now, right? Gap fill. Got a lot of drawings on here. Broke out of that downward trend line. So there it is. There it is on NVIDIA, right? What else? Meta coming all the way back up. All the way back up. Amazon, possible gap fill at 181, right? That was a big gap down. Fill this gap over here. Could fill this gap over here. Microsoft, Gapalicious everywhere, right? Gapalicious. We talked about this back here. Could it come all the way back up, put in a lower high at some point? Seems like it. Tesla could be finding support, catching a bounce. Filled this gap. There's a big gap up here at 245. There's a gap at 147. Which gap gets filled? We don't know. First, Apple gap left open at 232. Gap at 173. Pretty big gap. And it is starting to bounce right now. Google filled the gap. Got gap open at 143. Have a gap at 183. Somewhere in between at 163 right now. Split the difference. That's Magnificent 7. What else? The Sniper Top 40, which is actually a Sniper 200. What else? What else? Okay, let's keep going. What are the Bitcoin mining stocks doing? Still currently bearish. Still below the trending dots, up 10% on HUT. Will it establish a higher low? Possibly. Too early to say as of yet. Bitfarm, pending MACD bullish crossover. Pending RSI buy signal. Could have a buy signal in the near future. Even while we're on this live stream, if we stay on it long enough, might see a pending buy signal today. So there you go. Right. Marathon Digital. CLSK. Got a gap here at $13. Filled this gap over here at 1053 that we talked about all the way back over here. Iris Energy. Similar thoughts, right? Let's redraw this a little bit. Let's see. That kind of lines up with the trending dots. I like that a lot better. So we'll keep an eye on it, right? We will keep an eye on it. Could possibly catch a bounce over here, right? Get back above. Boom. We gonna make it, hopefully. Cypher Mining. MIGI. Oh, round trip all the way back down. Ugh. I did not take that trade. Ugh. So, but doesn't mean I won't in the future. So see if it flips around, comes back down the trending dots, starts to regain momentum over here, and then maybe it spikes up again after that. Choppy, chop, though. Get people getting chopped up. Riot. Hive. Veritone making its move. The probabilities have just increased. That Veritone AI stock is trending towards hitting target 2, right? It's already past target 1. The probabilities have increased about target 2. And then we'll see about target 3, target 4 over there like that. So good to see it on Veritone. Lemonade. We are wondering if it would find support after back testing. It pumped up over here hard. Came all the way back for a back test. And now we're going to find out if it found support at the trend line, if it flips the trending dots and it starts to flip back up. We got a gap up here at $22 over here. Upstart, still bullish, but had bearish divergence, followed by reverse candle. So if you took any of these buys over here, right, and you have a gap at $24.50. This is a question. This is a question. If you see, if you took any of those buys, number one, if you see bearish divergence followed by a reverse candle, and number two, and number three, if you see a gap at $24.50 and you see the trending dots back below around $31, when would now be a good time to take profits on Upstart Holdings, right? You could always get back in, but the question is, when would now be a good time to take profits, right? Assuming you got in back here, or assuming you got in back over here. I mean, over here, it's not. I don't like this buy signal because it just gapped up too hard. So to me, this is kind of chasing. But even if you did chase it a little bit, you know, and you took like around that buy signal somewhere, right? You know, still could probably get out with a little bit of a win, right? So there you go. There you go. We'll see. Pumps hard and it dumps hard. As you can see, pumped hard, dumped hard, pumped hard, right? There you go. There you go. What's Labu doing? Ooh, pending buy signal on Labu. The Direxion Daily S&P 500 Biotech Bull 3x leverage shares, high risk, high reward. Probably too high risk to be talking about it. Weekly chart is still bullish. Could it break out? What else? What else? What else? Let's get back on the daily chart. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, we got to take a look at PayPal. Right? Right, Javier? We got to take a look at PayPal. Add another gap over here. Not a huge gap, but we're going to add it. We're going to add the gap. It's not filled yet, obviously. But looking at it, the daily chart is bullish. There was bullish divergence, longer term. If you look at the weekly chart is bullish. This is a new gap. Right? This is an old gap. Old gap. Okay. There we go. Now we've got it labeled, right? So you have the longer term bullish divergence on the weekly chart. That last breakout on the buy signal back at $62 on the weekly chart. There's a pending MACD bullish crossover on the weekly chart. There is RSI pending RSI buy signal on the weekly chart as well. I'm pointing out the 2-week chart over here. Let's go to the 2-week chart. To say it's overdue for a massive bounce is understated, right? It's overdue. It doesn't mean that it couldn't have gone through this bottoming phase from February 2022 all the way to July 2024. So over 2 years, just brutal, right? And going through a bullish divergence for over a year, and then additional bottoming phase for another 6 to 9 months. Just brutal timing wise, right? But now, well, here I go. Looking at the GoPro. But now, here we are, right? Here we are. The 2-week chart had a buy signal. And I'm pointing that out back here. Buy signal, right? Back above the trending dots. The trending dots are green, right? Many things that we're talking about. There is a gap of $72 left open since for 1 year now, for more than a year. Target 1 longer term has not been hit yet. The 200-week moving average has not been retested for more than 2 years, right? Has not been retested for more than 2 years. It's overdue. We don't know if it will for sure. We don't have a magic crystal ball. We don't know with 100% certainty, but the probabilities are increasing that PayPal is on its way up, and possibly some of these Magnificent Seven stocks are on its way down. So, is some of the money going to be rotating? Most likely. Will it be rotating into PayPal and some of these other stocks that have been beaten up for 2 years? It's been in a bear market since this reversal candle, February 2021. That's a 3.5-year bear market. Let me say that again. That's a 3.5-year bear market, right? It may not make new all-time highs for a long time. Maybe it does in the next year. I don't know. It'd be crazy if it did. But there are several major gaps to be filled. There are 4 longer-term retracement targets at least. So even if PayPal is quote unquote dead, you would still expect a dead cat bounce at some point. So that's where we are at on PayPal. Woo! Carvana stock. Okay, thanks, RB. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. So that's PayPal, right? Let's look at the 3-week chart because we can. No buy signal yet, but could be having one this candle or the next. You can see there was one over here. So that would be additional. You can see that there was, right? So no pending buy signal on 3-week chart yet, but maybe in the near future. No pending buy signal on the monthly chart yet, but could be in the near future. So there we go. 2-week chart already had one, right? Already had one. So that's where we are at, and the probabilities are increasing that we're at least filling this gap. At least, I would be surprised if we're, after all that, we're not at least coming back up to $80, right? So, and we're not even going to hit target 1, and we're not even going to fill this gap at 107, and we're not even going to retest the 200-week moving average finally, right? However long it takes. So we'll see. What's PayPal doing on? Okay. I mean, it's profitable, right? It's profitable. It's profitable. 27,000 employees. I think they're one of the biggest companies in their field, right? Yeah, for on behalf of merchants and consumers worldwide. So for merchants, I think they have the biggest to processing payments for merchants in the US. I think they're the biggest. So whatever. Yeah, Carvana for sure. Maybe we're already at 44 minutes, so maybe not RB. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, let's circle back here. Anything else that jumps out before we finish up the requests? What's A&F doing? Catching a bounce, right? Catching a bounce, expecting a bounce. Could be putting in another lower high. Remember, we kind of just eyeball tested this over here. See if it does, and then see if it kind of rolls over after that. We don't know yet. Has hit 2 out of the 4 targets so far, right? If it does put in a lower high, then we'll probably be able to check off those targets as well. But it has not put in another lower high yet, right? So probably be something like that, right? So we'll see. That's A&F. Went parabolic. One of the top performing stocks of 2023, and then it had kind of a blow off top after that, and here we are. Disney kind of due, right? Kind of due for a bounce, right? Filled this gap over here, kind of due. Still has not retested the 200-week moving average. We'll keep an eye on it. We will keep an eye on it. What else? SoFi. SoFi. I always like to look at SoFi. SoFi as well. Online bank, right? Online bank, SoFi Stadium too. So we talked about this, broke out, came all the way back down. All the way back down, right? All the way back down. Now it's getting back above the trending dots again. Breaking news, another pending buy signal over here on SoFi Technologies. Just curious. I don't even care, but just curious. But look at that. So bearish reporting in a big miss in October 2023. Right? October 2023. And then positive, barely, positive, barely, positive, barely, right? So the last 3 quarters. So is it due, right? Maybe it's due. Maybe it's due for a bounce. What does a weekly chart look like? RSI buy signal over here on the weekly chart. So could start making a move in the near future, right? A bigger move, possibly. We'll see. We'll see. It's early, pending buy signal. What else? Square. Yeah, we already looked at Lemonade. Oh, Rivian. Someone wanted to look at Rivian. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? All right, let's circle back over here. Take a look at Kanan. Rivian. Okay, thoughts on Rivian? Still bearish on the daily chart. Still has not filled this gap at $12. Partially filled, but not filled. So we had that bullish divergence, that buy signal. 4 out of 4 targets were hit to the upside, and currently still trying to hold on this upward trend line. It is a downtrend. Has not filled this gap yet. Right. So that's about it. The weekly chart still currently bullish. Got a gap up here. Got a gap down here. Right. Somewhere in between. So we'll see. But still currently bearish on the daily chart as of right now. And still holding on to being bullish on bullish on the weekly chart. So that's about it, Jonathan. Not much else really to report over there. Bearish on the 2-week chart, but the trending dots have flipped around and are starting to flip around over there. What else? What else? No, I only had 1 Celsius. What else? How are we doing on likes? That'd probably pump me up or not. 9. Hold on. Let's get a refresh here. Let's get a refresh. 9. Yeah. I'm not feeling extra motivated today. There's only 9 likes on the live stream out of 500 and 500 something views, right? What is it? 571 views. There's 9 likes. Yeah, I'm not feeling too motivated. What else? Yeah, but expect pullbacks along the way, right? Still high risk asset despite the narratives, right? Still high risk. I think that's it. I think Carvana. I think we're gonna end it on Carvana. Got to help out RB. Shooter, by the way, you got it. You got it, my man. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so Carvana over here. Let's see. Where is that? I think I have it on here. Let's see. Let's take a look at it. Let's go CVNA. You got it, Jonathan. You got it, my man. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. So there's the bearish divergence. That bearish divergence could be cleared out, right? There's a gap down here, as well. So that bearish divergence could be cleared. Additional bearish divergence. So we'll see. We'll see. But you have a big gap down here. It's still currently bullish on the daily chart. So that's all I can say right now. It's pumping up. I'd be cautious if you're in a long position, and don't forget to take profits. However, on the weekly chart, it is ultra bullish, right? So ultra bullish on the weekly chart. So seems like it's by the dip season. So if you're in it to win it with the long on it's already bullish on the daily chart. It's ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Just be cautious. Like if the indicator picks up additional bearish divergence, just be aware of that. But it is back above the 200-week moving average again. The 2-week chart is ultra bullish, right? So I'm just going to even remove all this because it's ultra bullish on the 2-week chart. It's above the 200-week moving average. It's kind of the way I see kind of PayPal playing out as well, right? Excuse me. Excuse me. RB. So eyeball test. Probably target 1 around here, right? Probably target 2. Target 3. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. That's terrible drawing. Target 4. Okay. And there you go. So let's see. Had the bullish divergence. You can see it down here. Had the bullish divergence similar to PayPal. Had that RSI buy signal on the 2-week chart, right? And then came up, filled that gap. No, that's a new gap. Back above the 200-week moving average, retested it, right? So hoping that PayPal does something similar. And so this has been in bear market since August 2021, had that reverse candle, came all the way back down, and now it's retracing back to these targets, right? So you got these targets over here, right? And then will it hit some of these other targets? The probabilities are increasing, and the 2-week chart is ultra. The 2-week chart is ultra bullish as of right now, right? As of right now, it's ultra bullish. On the monthly chart, it's bullish on the monthly chart as well. So not seen since April 2020, pumped all the way up like that. So there you go. A lot of similarities to PayPal. So we'll see if it plays out similar or not on PayPal. We don't even have a buy signal on PayPal monthly chart yet. Where Carvana, however you want to pronounce it, already had the pending buy signal. It is pumping. So you're probably, if you're in a long position already, based off of the daily chart, and you're buying that dip, it's by the dip season right now. So if you're taking buys, whether it's back here, maybe it's back here, maybe it's back here, you're trying to push that trade as long as possible, expecting pullbacks along the way. So with that, I hope everyone has a good rest of your day. We plan to be on here tomorrow on Friday, as usual. And unless something comes up, you never know. But with that, hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for all of your support. Thank you for smashing the like button. Thank you for hitting the repost button. Thank you for hitting the subscribe button. Thank you for following me on Twitter, XF. Thank you. Thank you for being a Discord member. Thank you. And with that, have a good one. And we'll see you on the next live stream.